So I was a top 10 finalist this year in the entrepreneur and business people category, answering a question about what does the workplace of tomorrow look like. So my essay went on to talk about how the academic institutions need to really start learning or start teaching students about introspective learning as opposed to role-based learning. We're in a tough situation today where a lot of students are graduating without knowing anything about them, but having a whole preconceived notion of what the next steps in their lives are, only to realize that they might not actually want to do that, and then they're completely lost. Or they enter the job market and lose their job and are, unfortunately without an identity because we identify ourselves with our jobs. So the essay really did say that the workplace of tomorrow is going to be a lot more of a knowledge-based workplace, and it's going to be knowledge about oneself. So it's going to be all about self-discovery leading to self-awareness that will ultimately result in self-actualization.
When I got the email about winning, I was really excited. Wow, okay, fantastic. But coming to the forum, I didn't know exactly what to expect. All these management forum, okay, I'm not a management person, so to say. But I learn every day that you need to manage what you do every day. You manage yourself, you manage your organization, you work with everyone. And being here has been really, really, really such an experience. I really enjoyed the talk in the morning about technological entrepreneurship, and in my mind I was imagining that one day I hope someone will come and talk about something like creative entrepreneurship, because, but it was talking about technology, but it was in plain terms. I could understand it. There were no figures flying around. It was really simple. And it's fantastic being around everyone. So many people, so little time, so much to learn. I pick what I can. It's been fun.
So when I look at it over the 3 years, I would say that my participation in the Drucker Forum, the platform that the Drucker Challenge has provided for young people like myself to be able to start thinking. We may not be experts in what we are doing at the moment. We may not be extremely. We may not give extremely deep insights due to the fact we do not have very rich, diverse experience across a long career. But the fact that you're starting to do it, the fact that you're starting to get exposed to more different ideas, you're trying to articulate them and make sense of it all, I think it's a very good and meaningful process that more young people should start doing, so that they too can start thinking for themselves or to create their own mental frameworks and models of how to approach life and how to make an impact.
And what is fascinating for me is that Drucker has stayed relevant still, and what his ideas and his general ideology about staying away from management fads and sticking to the basic rules and how institutions are formed, what is the role of manager, governments, those sort of fundamental questions are as relevant, and they need to be debated again and again within organizations, at global platforms like this, at multiple levels. So, I mean, that's what is fascinating about the whole opportunity. And my essay sort of explores the same, so how the conversations are growing and they're becoming so close to what Peter Drucker said in, say, the 60s, how he imagined the role of knowledge workers, and how human capital is so core to a company like Capgemini, for example, or any of the services company where information gets translated into knowledge, and then knowledge gets sold or traded, So, and the next level is obviously, then it gets translated into value for human own society. So it's a whole lot of questions which Peter Drucker threw at us, and now we are dealing with it, and we need to think more about these questions.
I think it's just really important for young people to have an experience like this because you're given the chance, especially in the essay challenge, to write what you believe and to write from your experiences and your own ideas. And I think that opportunity afforded to young people is not something we get every day because, you know, we're naive, we don't know anything. But the fact that in this forum, in this setting, you're recognized for those ideas is truly an empowering experience and something that will influence all of the winners here for the future.